Hey folks, just wanted to document a little thing that's going on here. So we're looking at optimizing YouTube campaigns, trying to figure out why a campaign may not be performing as well as it should. Oftentimes our knee-jerk reaction is, oh, we need new video creative, or we need new audience, or we need to adjust our bid strategy, or whatever that might be. But that's kind of just looking at like the top part of the iceberg, and we're not paying any attention to what's down below. So what I've got here in front of us, I'll make this a little bit bigger here, is a spreadsheet I've compiled, and anybody who's had me as a consultant or has my courses or anything like that will know that I'm big on creating micro conversions. And actually, I have a free course called Left to Right Tracking for Google, which I'll link to in the bottom here. You can sign up. It's a full course. It's on Thinkific. It doesn't cost a cent to sign up for, and I'll put the link in the description to that. But the idea behind here is we've got our funnel on YouTube consists of many things. It consists of the targeting, it consists of our bid strategy, it consists of our creative, it consists of our landing page and other actions on the landing page. And for what we do in our agency, we are most often running quizzes for what we're doing. So we've got multiple steps that someone goes through after they click the page. So basically what I've got set up here is data out of this account. We're targeting in two different ways. We've got a retargeting audience here, and then we're targeting broad, and these are our two ad groups. This is a TCPA campaign. So we're targeting 45 to 54-year-old men and women, and 35 to 44-year-old men and women. So something holds really true here, and it's these numbers, which is quite interesting, which shows me that I think our landing page is probably our issue here in this particular campaign. So this is data from this week. So the whole broad campaign has had 1,449 clicks, right? And you can see those over here somewhere. It's 1,449. Anyways, I'm on a different page now, but they're over there, right? I grabbed all this data I'll show you how I did that. I went up to segmenting, I went conversions and conversion actions, and I had my, you can see here, the quiz page view, start quiz, see results page, and then leads, right? So you can see where these are coming from, right? So that kind of gives you an idea of how that's working. So, we're pulling all that information in, and now we're analyzing it kind of, I guess, very basically in a spreadsheet. But what we're looking at, okay, we've got clicks and then page loads. So we're losing 22% of our traffic from people who click that don't let the page load. So that's crappy, especially when you pay quite a bit for a click. So that's the first thing we're noticing. Sometimes you can fix this, sometimes you can't. People just have click remorse. YouTube has this, Facebook has this, everywhere's pretty much, but search has this. This is the one that really gets me though. So they're landing on our page, and so we're losing 78% on average of our visitors are bouncing. They're not starting our quiz, so only 22% are. But yet, that many, 1,124 people landed on our page. So why is that? Why are we seeing this huge loss? And what can we do about it? So next event we're going is who sees our results page. So this is where you would put in like your name, email, and phone. So 50% of the people that start get to the end. And of the 50% of the people who get to the end, 30% of those convert, or 70% of those convert into a lead, right? Which is pretty good. So if we can get them to start, we've got a 50% chance they'll finish the quiz. And when they finish the quiz, we've got a 70% chance that they'll convert. So what does this tell us? If we can get more people to start the quiz, and this is our biggest leverage point, right? Then we're going to see we can drastically lower our cost per lead. Why wouldn't I start down here? Well, the answer to that is simple, even if I get this from 50 to 60%, I'm still only have 247 people here. So let's do that math for a sec. If I could get this to 60%, or pardon me, 40%, because this is the loss we've got. So let's say we get another 10% of these people through. So let's say instead of 123, let's do it down here, 247 times 10%, right? I'll just do it on a calculator. I don't have to do that. 247 times 0.1. So I get another 24, let's call it 25 people through, right? So I get another 25, so instead of 123, that becomes 148, right? And let's say that this holds true, 70% of them convert, right? So now I've got 104 leads instead of 86, which is good. I won't question that. Okay, now let's say that we get this. Let's say instead of having 22% of the people start the quiz, we get it to 30% of the people starting the quiz, but everything else holds the same. So 1124 times, let's say 30%. So now we've got 337 people here, right? 337. And half of those see the results page. So now we've got 168.5, or I'll call it 169, and then 70% of those convert. All right, now we've got 118. So 2 things are here. A, we got 14 more leads for, and instead of trying to bump this. And from experience, I know there's a whole lot more room to play here, trying to get this from 20 to 30% start, than there is to try and get another 10% of people or 5% of people to convert on the results page or the final page. They've kind of made their decision by then. So we're not doing a good enough job on the front end, and that's almost always where you want to attack, because your leverage points, well, those numbers may not seem like a lot, 14, that can drastically lower your cost per acquisition when you're looking at it. So the takeaway here is when you're optimizing your campaigns, you're trying to figure out what to work on. Don't always think that you absolutely need a new video. New videos are important. New creative is important. Testing new audience is important. Looking at your bid strategy is important. However, making sure you know what's going on after they click, you need to know that story. So before you go off and start creating a whole bunch of new videos or anything, you need to look at what's going on inside the funnel. That's really you need to know that story before you can do anything else, because you could just be throwing good money after bad if the funnel's not performing well. Okay? So I hope that video makes sense. Post any comments below. I'll put a link in the description to my left to right free course on how to set up this type of tracking. And happy YouTubing. We'll talk to you later. Bye for now.